Hey everyone, how's it going? Dr. Incompetent here, and let's play some Disco Elysium. Well, here we are, and we're dreaming, and let's go look at the body in our dreams. I'm sure it's going to be great. It looks like the fog here is preventing me from going anywhere else right now in Revachol, and it should. Maybe I can talk to the body again. We've always had good conversations, me and this rotting corpse. I hope Kuno isn't here to torment me even in dreams. Oh, look at the disco lights swirling around. Oh my god. It's like Luke Skywalker in the cave on Dagobah, cutting off Darth Vader's head and seeing his own. Now the body is me. There's a disco ball that's hanging, and there's a me. Terrifying.
Do you remember the scent of your childhood?
Wow, he talks the same as the other body. I was born in a hospital where people usually go to die.
You're not kidding anyone, Harry. You don't remember shit. Tell me,
Oh boy.
do you remember your wife's hand on your face?
Tell me what this is. I'm not answering before you tell me who you are.
You know who I am. I'm the bad day. The one where you ask her, and then later in the streets wandering. It's the worst day of all time, Harry dear. And it's coming. She will hear about it on the phone.
Yikes. I don't know exactly what this means, but it doesn't bode well for Harry's relationship.
Reality will turn into a grotesque nightmare. This will be the last thing you did to her. Tell me, do you remember the love of your life?
You said who?
Do you remember the warmth of her thighs, between her legs and in her mouth?
I was left.
That's right, funky baby. And you just stood there. One hand on the bottle, and the other on your dick. Watching her go. Let it all be dragged away from you.
Wow. That's, not... If I thought that things couldn't get worse with this rigorous self-critique, now I'm talking to my own hung corpse and learning about my disintegrated relationship with apparently the only woman Harry ever loved, or just at least the paramount love in his life. Great.
Tell me, where are your friends?
I don't know.
Human beings have friends, Harry boy. Where the hell are yours?
I can get it all back.
No, it's gone. 3 times gone and never coming back. You failed. You failed me.
Wait a minute, but I thought we're the same.
You failed Elysium.
Oh. Well, now we're getting somewhere. We're getting the titular ELYSIUM. What is ELYSIUM?
Everything. The Pale and the Isolas on the surface. The outer magnetosphere. Burning, furious truth. 8,000 years of written history.
Okay.
You really dropped the ball, Harry. 4.6 billion people, and you failed every single one of them. You really fucked up.
Jeez, this is how badly he thinks of himself, that he's failed every human on the earth. I've talked to you before.
No, Harry. You were just talking to yourself. That's all you ever do, even in your dreams. And the act is wearing thin. The spots on the disco ball fade around you.
Jeez.
You'll be back in those cold snakeskins in no time. Sweating up.
Ah,
the
that's
bed.
who it is. It's the ancient reptilian brain. I think I got it confused then. I knew I had heard the voice before, but I thought it was the other bloated corpse that I talked to. Maybe it was. And so it's this, kind of like Freudian dialogue between my id and my superego. Or, well, my id and my ego, I suppose.
Stinky boy.
Ah, here comes the limbic system. I can come back from
You're
this.
not coming back from shit. Thrashing around in that high conductivity state of yours, bumping into things and acting like a clown. Who are you kidding?
I'm trying to solve this case.
You're trying to what? I can't hear you. This is just a word dream now. Jumbled up garbage. The pictures are gone. The bed rises to meet you. A thin, sleep-like state. More glass than velvet, grinding in your head.
Okay.
So something is wrong. Sleep shouldn't be this bad, this dry, this unnourishing. There's something wrong with your thoughts. Some kind of new type of hangover.
God, there's another type?
Oh yes, party boy, and it's worse than the one before. Just think of the shit you saw. Here it comes too. So soon already. A silent alarm goes off in your head like clockwork. Barely let you sleep at all. Time to get those clothes on, Harry.
I feel really bad for Harry.
Time to go to work in the shit factory.
Yep. Time to go to work. Time to go to work being a policeman. Well, I hope the Whirling in Rags has a continental breakfast.
Good going, buddy.
Good going, buddy, says electrochemistry. Oh my god, what was that?
Oh, just a dream. You have ones like that all the time. You feel even worse this morning than you did last night.
What's going on with me?
You mean, why are you so tired? Too tired and down to even think? It is worrying, isn't it?
Yes.
You can't be a detective like this. Detectives need to be able to think.
No, that's not it. Really, I feel super good. Yeah.
That's not really true. Your heart has finally pumped all the speed out of your system, Buster. Time to get some more.
No, I'm going through withdrawal. Okay, that's fine.
You're too weak to say no now. Waking up is the worst part. Maybe somewhere down the line you could decline.
Wait, what is speed? I need to get more of it. Detecting is my life. So I guess I'm a speed junkie, and if I do speed, then I'll be a better detective and help solve cases for the world, but ruin my life in the process. I'm not looking for speed.
Are you sure? Ready to live as this pathetic shell of yourself for days? Basically, a week. Let's be honest, 2 weeks. Maybe 3. You won't make it. Half the town will be dead by then. You will be fired.
That's a lie. I can do this without the speed. Half the town won't be dead. I'm gonna try to clean up Harry. I don't know if it's possible.
Suit yourself, slow, sad shell man. See how you do without your spark.
Okay then. That's not good. I don't like the sound of that. one bit. But it's better than just using amphetamines. At least for now, I'm going to argue that. You hear?
The door is closed.
Knock again?
Still nothing.
Leave. Okay. Let's go down. I imagine Kim's already awake, standing there waiting for me, and will be gravely disappointed to see me when I come down the stairs, because I'm going to be in some horrible state. Oh, wow. That room opened up. That wasn't open before. It's the eatery. Oh, yep, and Kim wants to talk. Good morning.
Morning.
He gives you a quick nod. Looks like
we can get to work at once. The union muscle turned up.
Yeah, they did.
They look rowdy. We should talk to them.
Are these the men Gart told us about?
I completely forgot. Sorry, I had a rough night's sleep. It's them by the looks of it. Loud and nasty, just like the manager said.
Alright then. Boy, he had a rough night's sleep. You and me both, buddy.
One loose thread less to worry about. And one big problem to replace it.
He crosses something out. Why do we need to talk to them?
Points to the dock workers union. The belt used for hanging him, tracks in the mud, the circumstances in Martinez, my preliminary information.
I see.
Which may, of course, all be wrong. But we still need to talk to them, and it won't be easy.
What do you mean, rowdy?
I mean ungovernable. Martinez isn't exactly enthusiastic about the RCM being here. They prefer to be policed by the union. These men here.
I see.
Men who drink beer for breakfast? There's talk of an armed wing of the union called the Hardy Boys, who are responsible for state policing. I think it's them.
The Hardy Boys. Two brothers who are detectives, just like us, Kim. There are so many of them. Maybe we should call in reinforcements?
That would just escalate tensions. No captain would sign off on it. Solving one murder isn't worth a conflict between the RCM and the Debarders Union.
Okay.
In fact, even the death of two detectives might not warrant an all-out war. So let's keep a cool head, okay?
Let's do it.
One
Let's
more
roll.
thing before we do. We don't have to talk to them immediately. We can walk right past them, continue with our business.
I see.
Good. A power move. Purposefully concentrate on something else first.
It is, right?
But aren't you curious to know what they have to say about the murder?
I am.
They're in no hurry to leave. They think they own the place. Anyway, I leave that choice to you. Whatever you decide is fine by me.
Okay. No pressure, right? Alright, I'm gonna level up logic. And the reason I'm leveling up logic is because I've heard, I can't remember if it was Anastasia who was telling me this, or if it was Rob, but somebody on YouTube was explaining that there is something you get for maxing out one of these categories. So if I get all the way to 6 pips, maybe something happens here. I'm going to do it. And what this does is boosts this up even more. So it just becomes a learned skill and gives me better checks. I'm going to do it. And I'm just going to say awesome, accept changes in clothes. And then I'm going to go give it a shot. I'm not going to save the game beforehand. I'm going to accept whatever garbage happens. Let's talk to her.
Just a moment.
The old woman turns back to the cafeteria manager.
And there's no public phones nearby?
The closest phone booth is down the coast. Sorry for the inconvenience, ma'am.
Oh boy. The cafeteria manager appears genuinely apologetic.
It's fine, I understand. Thank you anyway.
She turns...
I'm glad to see you again, dear.
Thank you. Sorry, ma'am, I didn't mean to eavesdrop on your conversation. Tell me how I might make it up to you.
Please don't trouble yourself about me, sweetie. I was just hoping to make a call, but the Whirling's phone line isn't working.
I just got a Steam achievement called Literally the Sorriest Cop in the World. I think because I apologize all the time. It's so funny.
The union office probably has a phone, but I can't really get there. Or to the phone booth down the coast. And Gary's phone is dead too.
Wait, what's wrong with the phone
The
line?
manager was vague about it.
She frowns.
Why would he be vague about phone problems? This is something to look into later. Ask God, maybe.
I see, I will. Why do you need to use the phone anyway?
To let the young woman who's house sitting for us know that we may be delayed. Morel, my husband, and Gary were supposed to get back by Monday night, but they're still missing, and I haven't heard from them.
Oh my god.
I was also hoping she'd heard from Morel.
Yeah.
A little missing persons puzzle might just be the thing to take your mind off the hangover.
Yeah, let's do a missing persons. Okay, I'll bite. Has your husband gone missing before?
That's just it. This isn't like him at all. He always plans his expeditions so carefully.
Expeditions?
But you have more important things to worry about.
She glances out the window toward the bay.
More important than a missing expedition? I don't know. Expeditions often lead to something interesting.
What was this expedition your husband was on?
Just some field work, sweetie. Morel is a highly trained scientist. He and his assistant Gary are studying an extremely rare species of insect.
I see.
But they should have returned by now. They were just going down the coast across the water lock to set a few traps. He said they'd be back on Monday.
Ah,
What could be keeping them?
the bridge is
The
busted.
water lock, that was broken. Could this be it?
Wait, who's this Gary person? Do you trust him?
Oh, sweetie, it's nothing like that.
She smiles.
Gary's as loyal as they come. I trust him with my husband's life any day.
The water lock to the other side of the coast is broken. They're probably just stuck over there.
Oh my. What happened to the water lock?
Probably just some technical problem.
Well, whatever the cause, I'm thankful. To both of you. You've spared me another sleepless night.
That's just the RCM doing our little part to keep this place safe, ma'am. No trouble at all.
You're welcome, ma'am.
That's right. He's like, you're
I
welcome.
hate to ask, but if your investigation takes you to the other side of the coast, please do keep an eye out for my husband.
You know we will.
This will surely lead to a cryptozoological mystery with that extremely rare insect.
Yeah, let's see that rare insect.
Yes, some left-field scientific research is exactly what you need right now. Funk up that vanilla murder investigation.
Very vanilla.
And if you see him, let him know Lena is waiting for him here at the Whirling.
Okay.
He gets so tangled up in his work that he may not know the water lock's been repaired. And it's cold out there.
If I see him, I'll let him know you're here when or if I get there.
Oh, you're such a dear. Thank you, sweetie.
Hey, no problem. So your husband is some kind of scientist?
Oh, yes. A zoologist. A cryptozoologist, to be more precise.
What's cryptozoology?
It's a pseudoscience that attempts to legitimize research into mythological beasts and urban legends.
Oh, boy. He's just like, it's not real.
That's one opinion, yes. And people are entitled to their opinions.
Ooh, very passive-aggressive.
My apologies, ma'am. I did not mean to undermine your hobby.
Ah,
It's not a hobby, dear. It's a subfield of zoology, one specializing in animal species that are so exceedingly rare that many assume them to be extinct or even fictitious.
I see.
Searching for such species called cryptids is difficult and often thankless, and frankly, many scientists are too lazy to do it. Universities these days are rarely interested in supporting real research.
I see.
The quality of research at Revacholian universities has been on the decline, but you doubt there was ever a time when cryptozoology was embraced by the academic elite.
I see.
She's completely internalized her husband's struggles. They are her own.
maybe you could convince her to tell you about some cool cryptids. That's fun. I have the pen. I'm less worried about... She's less worried about her husband. Let me... Tell me about moral, looks, character, your relationship.
Oh dear. I'm not sure where to begin.
What's he look like?
Well, his expression is slightly grumpy, but his eyes are always bright and curious, like a small boy's.
Mm-hmm.
And his palms are quite coarse from all the field work, but he's quite gentle.
I see.
You can't go around Revachol feeling grown men's hands. If you want to find her husband, you'll need more concrete information.
This is kind of true.
It's always a challenge to describe the person you know best in the world.
Why don't you try describing him as you would one of your cryptids?
Oh, well, he's a bit shorter than you, but with a larger frame, and he has longish white hair, usually a bit uncombed. You might say wild, even.
Okay.
The lieutenant pulls out his notebook and begins jotting down the woman's description.
Great.
One other thing, he'll likely have all kinds of field gear on him, even if he's not out in the reeds, you know, just in case.
Just in case. How long have you been married?
We'll be celebrating our 16th anniversary this autumn. Not the most numerically satisfying anniversary, but I like the less obvious milestones even more somehow.
How did you meet?
Via dating agency, I'm ashamed to say. I was looking to get back into the scene after recovering from my accident, and he'd just divorced.
I see.
We hit it off, and, well, here we are.
Here we are. She smiles wistfully.
She's skipping over some important parts. Perhaps you'll find out more later.
Reaction speed. Nice. I think I have all the information I need. Let's move
I
on.
hope I've been useful.
Tell me about this rare insect your husband's
Oh,
looking for.
sweetie, it's fascinating, but I shouldn't bore you with entomological minutiae.
Okay.
The lieutenant gives you a sideways glance.
You're right. I don't have time for facts. Let's talk about
Of
something
course,
else.
dear.
Let me try this.
You're an enthusiastic idiot, but you're still an idiot.
I want to know everything about cryptids. Living, extinct, marine cryptids, land cryptids. Bring it
We
on.
don't have time for Cryptozoology 101. Let's get back to work, shall we?
All right. That's all for now. Oh, boy. Okay. Oh, what's that? Go get it. Can I interact with that? Would you mind? The tomatoes are so thinly sliced you can see through them. Don't you love that? Anything new
You
here?
see a heavy steel door with a prominent
Touch
tip.
it.
The cobalt blue surface feels. It leads to a side building adjacent to this one.
Push.
The door does not budge.
Push.
The door does not.
Alright, fine. Fine, it won't budge. Alright. It is time then. Let's see. So we talked to the lady. Let's talk to Gart about this telephone. What have you done to the phone?
Can I help you?
About my bill.
Got the 20 real?
Not yet.
And why are you wasting my time? And your
I saw
other
another thing.
Great. I love those.
So the phone line's dead?
Yes, and the phone company is taking its sweet time sending someone to fix it. Losers.
Is it true that there was foul play?
Who told you that?
I would never disclose my sources. That would be dishonorable.
Fine, yeah. It looked like someone had messed with the wiring. It was shortly after the hanging, but I don't know if it's at all related. Plenty of assholes around here who aren't murderers.
Okay.
If you do find out who cut the line, though, let me know so I can forward them the repair bill.
Interesting.
Yes?
Goodbye. Okay. So someone did cut the line, and we're suspecting foul play. Good. Oh, she's in here now. Alright, let's go talk to the dudes. It's a bowl. They're spitting it, reeking of tobacco. I gotta talk to you, dude.
Over here.
She snaps her fingers. Okay.
Let me handle this.
The woman says to the crowd in the mess hall before turning to you.
Detective disorientated.
Uh-huh.
Are you still wondering where you are? This is Martinez, in case you've forgotten. I advise you not to overstay your welcome.
Oh, she's getting sassy now.
Her entire character has shifted. This young woman is cold as ice.
I knew you were not a gardener.
That's right. I am not a gardener. I'm a legal counselor for the Dock Workers Union.
She crosses her
So
arms.
let's get to it. You're looking for Titus Hardy? You think he has information that will help you? Maybe he does.
She points to the man on her right.
That's Titus. Talk to him. But know this. I'll be keeping an eye on you. No strong arming. Nothing official. The District of Martinez does not recognize your authority to make arrests.
Okay.
It doesn't matter if you recognize our authority. We will make an arrest if we have to.
Ooh.
She says nothing. Her glare speaks for her.
Wow. What's your role in all this?
Like I already told you, I'm a legal counselor. Do you have hearing problems?
Ooh, she's so nice. What if I want to talk to you, not Titus?
What you want is of no significance, officer. Don't test your authority. In Martinez, you are no one.
What are you going to do to me? He doesn't like the approach.
What are we going to do to you? The union isn't going to do anything to you. It is not a crime syndicate. It is a labor organization.
Okay.
Goddamn right it is.
Okay.
If anything, it is the RCM who do things to people. But we digress.
Why are you so aggressive?
Aggressive? You make your living enforcing violence. These people are just dock workers.
Just dock workers? Do dock workers spy on the police? We let you off easy, miss. Don't think it will happen again.
Yeah.
Listen, you moral intern lackeys. You're a mob, enforcing the unlawful privatization of Revachol. 20 fat men in the Occident are stealing it all, and you're their bodyguards.
Fuck yeah.
Oh boy. This is going well.
So ask what you came to ask, or get back to your commanders.
The world needs a financial buffer zone. No need to get emotional. Boy, I don't know what I want to say to this lady. I'm not going to prod her. Let's ask some questions. I should talk to Titus then. God, she is so upset. Well, we learned a great deal of information about cryptozoology. We learned about the phone line. And now we found out who this lady really is, and she is super cool. Everything here is chill and cool. This conversation with Titus is going to go great. I'm excited. I think everyone's going to cooperate. It's going to be smooth sailing. And Kim and I are just going to save the day. And the Union and the RCM are going to hold hands and be friends. And we'll get into that next time. Everyone, I want to thank you so much for watching. I hope you have an excellent evening or day. And I will check you guys in the next episode of Let's Play Disco Elysium. Take care.